Hello guys, I have come in front of you again, and today's arrangement is transformation of sentences, and these are meant for SSC, that is Staff Selection Commission, PSC, WBCS, IAS, and for all kinds of competitive exams. These are very common topics which are set in almost every exam. Please subscribe my channel. Again and again I request you, and share it and like it. First of all, I am giving you the most common example, like, please write down, you may write down, because your WBCS exam is knocking at your door. That is the preliminary examination on 22nd August. We reached home, please write down, we reached home, it started raining immediately. It started raining immediately. And if you are asked, please use as soon as. Then what will be the joining? As soon as I reached home, it started raining. If you are asked to combine it using negative sense, then you will have to write, no sooner had I reached home than it started raining. Please remember that no sooner is a negative adverbial, and when you use negative adverbial, it must take the auxiliary verb after it. Remember it. No sooner had I reached home than it started raining. And if you are asked to use hardly when, then you will have to write, hardly did we reach home, or hardly had we reached home, it started raining. Remember it. So you may combine the two sentences by using as soon as, no sooner had, or hardly when. All these sentences have the same meaning. Remember it. Next example I am giving you, that is frequently set in every exam, that is competitive exam. I was totally confused about my career. I was totally confused about my career. I took suggestion from my parents. I was totally confused about my careers. I took suggestions from my parents. Suppose you have been asked to combine it into a complex sentence. Then you will have to use adverb clause of time. When I was confused, when I confused about my career, I took suggestions from my parents. If you are asked to combine the two sentences into a simple sentence, you will have to write, being confused or having been confused, I took suggestions from my parents. That means you are using participle. Remember it. Suppose you have been asked to join the two simple sentences into a single sentence, that is the simple sentence. The train left. I had to return home. The train left. The train left. I had to return home. Then you see that the subjects are different. The train and I. When the subjects are different, you are at liberty to use absolute phrase. That means you will have to use the train having left. I had to return home. Remember it, because the subjects are different. Okay? Next example I am giving. You see, I want to know your name. Suppose you have been asked to convert it into a complex sentence. Then what will you write? I want to know what your name is. The verb must go at the last of the sentence. I know principal clause. What your name is, subordinate noun clause and object to the verb know. Remember it. If you are asked to combine the two simple sentences into one simple sentence, like you were born in a certain place and I want to know the name of the place, then you will write, I want to know the name of your birthplace. And if you are asked to convert it into a complex sentence, I want to know where you were born. These type of questions are frequently set in any kind of competitive exams. My dear students, please remember it. And I am telling you in a very slow motion so that you may write them down very easily and comfortably. Remember it. I am repeating the sentence again and again. Another sentence I want to say, suppose COVID situation has left a tremendous impact in our country. COVID situation has left a tremendous impact on our country. India is a developing country. Suppose you have been asked to combine it into a simple sentence. COVID situation has left a tremendous impact on our country. India is a developing country. Then you see that there are two different subjects. One is COVID situation and the other is India. So I have already told you that you may use absolute phrase. India being a developing country, COVID situation has left a deep impact on our country. COVID situation has left a deep impact on our country as India is a developing country. It is the example of complex sentence and adverb clause of reason. Remember it. So the first sentence is India being a developing country, COVID situation has left a deep impact on our country. It is a simple sentence and it is an example of absolute phrase. As India is a developing country, COVID situation has left a deep impact on our country. It is an example of complex sentence and it is the adverb clause of reason. Remember it. So, WBCS, IAS or Indian Forest Service or SSC or PSC, in all these exams, you will face these types of grammar or grammatical items. Another item I am giving you, remember it, just write it down. Sick as he was, he could not attend the meeting. Sick as he was, he could not attend the meeting. Here, as means though. Remember that as is used, when as is used just after an adjective, this as means though. It means though he was sick, he attended the meeting. Though he was sick, he attended the meeting. I have constructed the sentence, sick as he was, he attended the meeting. That means though he was sick, he attended the meeting. Here as means though, because it has been used after the adjective sick. Okay? Next day, I will give you many other tips on transformation of sentences and you will be able to enhance or increase your English speaking capability and you will face any kind of blow in grammatical items in your competitive exams. Suppose you have been said, take care of your health and turn into passive voice. Take care of your health. That means let your health be taken care of. Let your health be taken care of. Remember it. This should be the passive form here. How many times have I told you that he is a cheat? How many times have I told you that he is a cheat? Please turn into a negative sentence. Then what will be the construction? How many times have I told you that he is a cheat? That means you will have to write, have I not told you many times that he is a cheat? Have I not told you many times that he is a cheat? Remember it. This type of questions will be set in your exam. Last example I am giving you tonight. Newspaper reading is a very good habit. Please turn into a negative sentence. Please turn into a negative sentence. Newspaper reading is a very good habit. Suppose you will have to write negative sentence. Then you should write negative sentence like newspaper reading is not at all a bad habit. That means you are using the opposite word of good. By using the opposite word of good, you may turn an affirmative sentence into a negative sentence. Okay? Good night. Please follow my lecture and next night or tomorrow I will give you many other examples, many other tips for enhancing your English speaking capability or just to face the blows in grammar portion in your competitive exams. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay? Thank you. Good night.